Yeah. Bro.
Ready?
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to our very first podcast of Revamp Podcast with your host, Jessie,
Jared.
and today we're going to be trying this out. This is the first time, so, things might not be as perfect, but we're going to be working on our way, stuff like that. Anything you want to say, Jared?
Yeah, man. It's gonna be our first time doing this. So I'm nervous. I know he is. We do got a lot to say, a lot on our minds, a lot that we've been through these past couple years, and I feel like podcast is kind of like the wave. I think it's motivating a lot of young guys to try to do it because I think as young guys or young women who are trying to do it as well, they got a lot to say, and I think this is like the perfect platform to say it.
Yeah.
Just get an hour or two, shooting the shit with the boys. Jesse's like someone that I grew up with. I've known him since I was like a little kid. I went to elementary school with him, so
Yeah, that's crazy. We've been knowing each other for...
bro, we've been knowing it. How long have we been? I want to say we met each other.
Elementary?
Bro, we had each other for a grade.
You went to Miss Pennington's, right? You had Miss Pennington?
Nah, but so Miss Pennington, what teacher was she?
Kindergarten.
Okay, so Miss Martin was next to her.
Yeah.
That's how we knew each other.
Yeah.
Because we would always just see each other. And we would
Yeah.
go into each other's classes.
Dang, since kindergarten, guys. I've been knowing him since kindergarten.
Since kinder, bro. That's crazy.
Man, life has been crazy since then.
It has.
But I think another reason why I wanted to start this podcast is like people have been telling me to start it. Like they're like, man, you have such a way with words and stuff like that. You need to start talking. So this is my time to finally talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think what motivated me was I've always wanted to. I think like every young guy always has a Nelk Boy like dream where you want to not necessarily do pranks, but make content with like all your friends.
Yeah, and it used to not be like that.
Nah, like it used to be just like straight you and the camera. But I think
Yeah.
like if you just put a camera in front of us and the rest of the guys, which we'll introduce later on.
Yeah.
I think like that's just like so funny. Like I think people just like laugh at this shit.
That's true. Like especially how, man, I remember back then, like when we used to just play basketball every day, I had that vision. Like I had that like let's record, but back then things were different. Like I feel like I had this mindset since forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody, all the guys, I think at the time, like during high school, it was like what we wanted, but, I think people split off into their own paths and, they put certain things into priorities. And I think we always just kept that, like we always wanted to be content creators and we kept that going until eventually like our paths crossed. And
Yeah, that drive was always inside. Like,
yeah, like I always wanted to do it, but I never wanted to do it by myself. Like I could never, I want to reach success, but not by myself, bro. Like,
yeah.
I wanted to be strictly with friends and family.
That's how I was with my ex. Like everything was just like, I had a vision for us, Like I didn't want to do it by myself. She was like more of the outgoing type of person. I was more of the visionary type of person. So 2 to 2 together was like perfect. And like, that's why the YouTube had blown up so like perfectly and fast.
Yeah, all right, so we got to talk about it, bro. What happened between you and your ex? Because... You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all were like, dog, y'all were like tight. Like, you did everything with her. Like you literally recorded and had everything with her. So, what exactly happened? What was the fallout? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there any extra information that you haven't really disclosed? Like,
I mean, I kind of made a whole YouTube video, not exposing, but pretty much telling the truth about my part. But I don't know, like, every relationship ends up falling out. Like, most of the time. Like, especially for our age, we met so young. And now that I'm older and seeing things, I'm like, maybe she was just like a learning experience, a character development for me. I needed that in my life. I felt like life was too good, I needed to humble myself a little bit.
Are you think that what happened between you and your ex, do you think that it's a good thing at the end of it? Like,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, she's doing her, I'm doing me, but, there's always that, like, I don't know, like, when you've been with someone for so long, you just want to see the best for them regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to think of it, bro. Like, you don't want to have bitterness in your heart and hate
I had that though. Like I had so much like anger, but then that was just like the childish part of me. Like
I think it's a normal reaction to have that, but at the end of the day, it's our due diligence as human beings to humble, like you said, humble yourselves and eventually forgive. You always got to forgive. You can't let that hate like dwell inside you. It's just gonna rot and it's gonna make you bitter. Yeah. And I think it's just one of those wounds that heal eventually. Like you said, bro, you've been with her for how many years?
4.
4. Yeah, it's not like one of those things you just get over.
Yeah.
I know, like when you told me that you guys broke up, I didn't give you the most kind words. I was like, man, Jesse, you got to do better. Fuck her, and all this shit. Maybe I should have said more kind words, but
I mean, it was just like I was just in shock. It was just a.
But it's just when you, I don't want to say that I wasn't surprised because it's not her that surprised me. It's more that the fact that we see cheating. Female infidelity and male infidelity, like it's very common. No one wants a fucking relationship, bro. People just want to fuck. Like, let's be honest. Yeah. People just want to,
People just want to have that fast life.
Yeah, that fast life, bro. Especially like the youth, bro. Like it's very promoted, whether it's social media, music, like everywhere, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the females, they look at like female content creators. Oh, I'm a bad bitch. Listen to the Kim Kardashians, and then the guys,
sexy reds.
They like all that trash. And then the guys, they see rappers like messing with like a bunch of girls, and it gets to your head, bro. Like like you want to live a certain lifestyle, and then you have that type of thing associated with the lifestyle. Infidelity is by far the worst thing that is. I feel like it's like one of the number one issues that society is facing, whether it's Western society. You probably don't really see it in like other countries, but definitely Western society. Like it's just, I personally think
it's this new generation. Like the new generation just feels like no one should be taken serious anymore. Everybody just wants to have their fun and have their let go of life. They want to be escape from reality so bad. That's why people like drinking and smoking so much.
I think, we live in a hustle culture, bro. Everybody wants to, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to get the bag, and I don't blame them. You should want to be the best version of yourselves, but at a certain cost, you want to make sure that you're humble about it and that you got morality at the end of it. You don't just want to get money and do absolutely anything to get the bag, bro. Like have some morals, have a code of honor,
Yeah. Exactly.
But, that's just my 2 cents of it. I ain't no Andrew Tate, bro. Like, I'm not no, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're speaking straight facts. I mean, that's just exactly how it is. Like, but do you feel like things are going to clear out? Like, there's going to be, like, girls that want, like, a family?
Do I think that girls want a family? Do you think it'll get better? Essentially, what you're asking me. I think, yes. I think it will. I think that the rise that we see from red pill content came out of nowhere. Like me personally, bro, like when Tate came out and like Sneeko, like I didn't understand any of it at first. Yeah. Because I remember when Andrew Tate like first came out, like I saw his clip and he was saying like something absurd like crazy. If my son was gay, then I'll challenge him in Mortal Kombat. Like something like that. I was like, all right, bro, scroll. And then he popped up again, bro. And then I was like, okay, scroll. And then eventually he had said something like women should be protected, and as a man that you need to get up off your ass, and it is your due diligence to work even though you didn't want to. And at the time I was going through a rough time, bro. Like, so I was in Chicago when it happened. I kind of just left Texas and I came back for my first mobilization, which for those who don't know, I was in the military. I'm in the Marines. I was in the reserves. So I came back. My dad had passed away during my mobilization, so I was lost for a while, bro. When I came back to Texas, and I was like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to live here in Texas no more. I want to move with my family. So I moved to Chicago, and I was not even in a better position than I was when I was in Texas, because when I was there, I was living in my aunt's basement, bro, and I felt like, and I was sharing a room with my cousin, and I felt like a loser. I really did. And I'm just on TikTok scrolling, BSing or whatever, and then I come upon Andrew Tate's videos, and it kind of really get me motivated, and it put some sense of like direction in my life.
A lot of people hate him. Like a lot of these that there's that left side and there's that right side. The left side hates him. The right side kind of understand where he's coming from, because like he's empowering men again.
Yeah, I think
motivating them to be who they are.
It's like women are always gonna get upset when you put the
Like my mom hates him.
yeah, like when kids, it's not really like, I think it's just a lack of understanding, you know, not
Exactly.
necessarily like if you just understand the concept of, you know, men and women aren't the same, then the rest of the stuff that he says is easy to grasp. But
Yes.
if you're to the understanding of men and women are the same, 50-50, you're not better than me, I'm not better than you, then the things he says is very you know, hard to grasp. And especially with the new generation, you know, like I think back to like how we're losing our morality and our traditions. And, you know, back then when my mom or when my grandparents, you know, set the example of like the man would work and the woman would, you know, cook and clean, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it was back in the days. And still some of like, you know, like my aunts and stuff still do that, you know? So it's just like tradition. I think Andrew Tate's just kind of like bringing it back, you know, not keeping it dead. And also like, I think today's generation of men are like lost, bro. You know, like they don't understand the red pill concept. Their society tells them to think a certain way, feel a certain way, do certain things, you know. And then here comes this guy that just comes out of nowhere and is like, "Oh, that shit's wrong. This is what you really should be doing." And it kind of like sparks a fire in you, you know?
Yeah. Like, but there's that one part of me that kind of like doesn't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more of like a use hard work, you know? Like physical hard work, that's what a man's supposed to be. I feel like men now use your mind, use your surroundings, use the new generation to make your platform like exactly how Andrew Tate did it. You know, like he's using like the TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, that dude was like a genius, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't know how, cause dude, like there were so many accounts like
exactly
promoting his stuff, and I was like, who is this guy, bro? Like, and then like it just kept, and then he kept showing up on like other YouTube channels, which was even genius, bro.
It's like when you find that glitch in the Matrix, go for it.
Yeah, that dude like was smart, because we always see like, at least what I've seen is like cheesy like millionaire billionaires like, this is how you get rich, and if you pay for my website, then this is how you're gonna get rich and all that BS, bro. But the way this dude, it wasn't like really like that. It was more like you're doing the wrong thing, and this is how you need to be doing this, right? Yeah. And saying, just completely like dismantling everything you thought about society and how a man should be. You know, I was on the mindset of, you know, men and women are equal. And then, you know, I remember having a conversation with my old friend, and he was very red pill. He was kind of saying the things that Andrew Tate was saying, and he was like, a woman needs to be submissive and all this stuff. And at the time I was like, what the heck are you talking about, submissive, bro? Like, get on your knees and bow down to. I didn't understand it at the time.
Yeah, there's also that thing too, but like I feel like girls, you know, they can be empowering also. Like they could go be a boss. They don't have to be in the kitchen and stuff like that. I feel like that's the only wrong thing that he kind of like portraying.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't, you know, if a woman wants to work, yes, but I think there's certain jobs that really shouldn't be.
OFs and all that, nah.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I think that stuff is kind of like corny, bro.
All right, let's change topic real fast. Let's change topic. Let's get off red pill real quick. Would you let your daughter have an OF?
Hell no, bro. No, bro. But bro, that's so like nerve-wracking.
What if it's not showing anything?
No, even then.
Like, what if it's like a regular Instagram bikini pictures?
Bro, that's still nah, bro. Like what?
You don't think so? No.
I don't even want her to be posting that on Instagram. That's true. Like, bro, like I know some like gorgeous girls on my Instagram that don't post stuff like that, and you just know they're gorgeous because, you know, they kind of see their physique through like
straight models.
I mean, I think like this one guy that I watched, his name's Jay Waller. He kind of said it best, that I think there's sexy ways of women showing off their physique, but like keeping it classy. And I think that's kind of true, you know. There's some girls who are like really, really gorgeous, but they wear like a really nice like dress and nothing too like cleavage showing and stuff like that. I think there's better ways of showing.
What is your type?
My type?
Like, what is like your go-to in a female? Like, but like not physically, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like how she is.
Well, like, give me an example. So.
Like for me, I like shy girls. I like girls that are shy, not really out.
That's a good trait. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like if you're shy, like I like that. Like I don't like a too
but
loud.
But being shy could be a double-edged sword, bro. Because then you feel like she's not really interested because she's not talking.
But that's like, if I know she's not really that interested in me, I know for a fact she's not interested in you.
Oh, bro, I can't be carried the conversation, bro. Like,
but like,
hey, how's it going? You're like,
but she could be shy, but like also talk, like shy around other people. But
I mean, I get
how
what
she's
saying.
Comfortable with you.
Yeah, I like. I'm gonna be honest with you,
Like
bro.
an introvert, like a very introvert person.
Like personality wise, yeah, I would say shy, but I would say talkative. But when it comes to me, bro, like I don't want her to be like too friendly with other dudes.
Exactly.
You know, I know that. I know females are gonna be like, oh, he's controlling and this and that. I just, all right, if that's what you think, then I guess me and you aren't a fit. But I'm just saying, there's gonna be a girl out there that is like that, and so that's what I'm into personally. But
And smart girls, bro. I like smart girls.
the, what type of smart we talking about?
Like just smart. Like, not book smart. I don't really care, but like life smart.
Yeah, I was gonna say because book smart, I don't really
Yeah, it doesn't
like
really
your
matter.
college degree don't.
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
fuck?
really matter. Yeah, to be honest, that don't even matter.
I mean, yeah, that's true. She got to be intelligent to an extent, of course.
Like I like the book reading girls.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh man, like
I'm not gonna lie, those.
like shy book reading, all that. Like, come here. Like, I like that.
That's what I was low key attracted to when I was in high school. We're like the nerdy
I
girls.
was into the nerdy girls.
Cause
yeah.
bro, like they were the good girls, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well,
Nobody.
kind of the good girls. Like,
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, some did some questionable things.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that though, but some questionable things.
Man, do you miss high school?
I miss us, like the group in high school. I miss the little things like skipping class. I'm not saying like, oh, every high school or every student should be doing that, but I do miss like
The rebel.
the rebellion in us and the sessions we had. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we used to stay out all day playing basketball, bro. And I feel like we had a good high school.
Bro, we had a good childhood.
I think the only thing that kind of just ruined it when it was just always like, oh, bro, I gotta go spend time with my girlfriend. But it wasn't really a lot of that,
yeah.
though. But it really wasn't a lot of that, though.
I wasn't like that until my end of my junior year.
Yeah, I think that's when we kind of just started going on our own ways, bro. Because then we started working and...
Mm-hmm. But it was getting to that point before I even met my ex. Like, it was already, like, going to the part where, like, people are growing up.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You and Tim were, like, working. Y'all were at Peter Piper's, I think, at that time, right?
That was a W job, bro. First job, and I don't regret it. It was a fun job.
Yeah, I remember y'all two were working there, and I was doing the YouTube, and I was going crazy. Man, that happened so early. Like, doing YouTube at that time was it's such a blur, bro.
During that time?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't with Jessica, though, huh?
I was.
So how was it, like, for the beginning?
Of us being together?
Because y'all blew up pretty quick, because I remember y'all
Yeah,
you showed us. And
yeah, we hit 100,000 in less than a year.
yeah, bro, that's kind of insane, because we would be like, oh, Jesse, like, put us on and all that stuff.
It was just a crazy time.
I think at the time I was just working, and the only thing that really caught my interest was, like, I didn't want to go to college. And
Yeah, me neither.
so I was getting nervous. I was like, okay, what do I do? I know I don't want to go to college because I didn't even take high school seriously. And from the get-go, I always knew that I didn't like the idea that college is the standard of success, because it's not. It shouldn't be what people think success. I mean, I'm not trying to discourage those who go to college or...
No, if you're going to college right now, keep going, because at the same time,
It's good.
go for something important.
Yeah, something that you know is going to make you money. But some people go for, like,
Yeah, that are just
ridiculous
stuck there.
things,
Yeah.
and it's like, come on, bro. Like, and then on top of that, like, I didn't want the idea of, like, going into debt right off the bat.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't grow with a lot of bread, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
All of it.
So,
Look where we lived.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I wanted to do something different, and I always liked the idea of a military. Like, so I just didn't know what branch it was at the time, but I kind of knew when I started, like, investigating what I wanted to do, and the Marine Corps kind of just caught my interest like that, bro. Like, it was just quick, and that's all I wanted to do. So it was my focus. But after high school, I just started working in the refineries, because we live in Houston, and that's kind of like...
That's like the go-to.
That's the go-to. That's if you want bread, if you're just trying to, like, bust your ass, like, that is the go-to, the oil plants. And I started off painting, which is pretty easy. I had a cool job at first, and I was making, like, solid, like, $800 a week. And, fresh out of high school, bro, like, no bills, nothing. That's a lot of money, bro. 800 Yeah, bro. Like, so, and then, like, after a year of kind of just putting that on the side, then that's when I shipped off. And, yeah, like, that was pretty much how...
Yeah, I remember when you said you're going to that, I was like, that's crazy.
Bro, no one believed me, bro.
I did not believe
no
you.
one even had
You're
faith
the
in me.
last person I would have believed going to the Marine.
Nah, I get that, though, because, like, I'm not big, I'm not tall, I definitely wasn't even in shape at the time.
But when I went in there, like, cause you PT before you even go, and you got to get right. There's a certain standard you got to meet before you even get there. But the recruiter, though, at least the one I had, was like really straight up. Shout out to Gunny Castillo if he ever sees this. He was really straight up with me because he knew like he didn't have to BS me. Like recruiters, they'll BS like certain like pulleys and stuff like that. But like he knew like no matter what he told me that I wanted it to be a Marine. Like that's all I wanted. So he didn't lie to me or anything. He knew like, hey bro, this is straight up what's gonna happen to you and this and that. I was like, cool bro, fuck it, send it. And then so like once he got me to the standard, cause he personally like got me in shape. And I ended up dropping like 20 pounds, bro, quick. Like, I want to say less than a month, bro. Like, I dropped 20 pounds. I don't even know. I did like intermittent fasting, and then he like had me working out like every day. And then once I like met the standard, COVID, that's when COVID hit. So everything got delayed, and that's when I shipped out even later than I was supposed to. But that's kind of like how everything happened. And yeah, that's pretty much it that's how I shipped off, you know. Then COVID kind of like fucked everything up, but once I shipped off, man, it was just, you know, day in, day out business and all that stuff.
Yeah, I can't see myself being in that, bro. Like, yeah, I don't think I was just made for me. Like, even with college, like you were saying, like, going back to that topic, like, I didn't want to go to college, but my mom was like, she didn't see like influencers and all that stuff as a thing yet. Because, you know, it was brand new.
Yeah, that's true.
So she didn't see that. So I was getting like, I wanted to do this as my career, you know, like content creating, all that stuff. But my mom was right there like, you're going to go to school. You got to go to college. I want you to be successful. And then I was in school for a semester. And then even like when I was there, this is a crazy story about college.
Oh, you went? Oh, yeah, you did go to college for like a semester, and you're like, hell nah.
So this is what happened. I went because, you know, trying to make my mom happy to be in college. And then they call it professor or whatever, which I don't know why. But so my professor, he asked people, what do they do for a living, this and that. And I told him I do YouTube. And he was like, really? Blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, can I meet you after class?
Oh, hell no.
and I was like, all right. And then he asked me, like, when class ended, he was like, so you do YouTube? And I was like, yeah, I do YouTube and TikTok and, like, content creating and stuff like that. He's like, I've always wanted to do that. That's, like, the new wave, whatever.
That man was trying to shoot a scene with you, huh?
And then he was like, how much do you make? And then I told him, and he was like, why are you here? He told me, why am I there? So imagine your professor telling you, why are you here? I dipped right after that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's some good advice.
Yeah,
right
I was out. Like, I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, I went and never looked back.
Yeah, man. I think like a lot of these content creators don't even. I mean, I guess if their content creating is about college, like this is what I do for college. But like,
yeah,
I think like a lot of the guys that we know literally picked up a camera or just record themselves and just got big off of that. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know? That's why I always say, like, college should not be the standard of success because it's not. We see millionaires and don't go to college. We see all these guys and
we see so many young
like
millionaires.
young millionaires. Yeah, bro. That's a hustle culture because it's easy to blow up, especially for.
This is like the new wave.
It is. Especially, I think TikTok changed the game, honestly, because
TikTok really did.
Because like you don't have to intentionally look for someone to see their shit, right? Like you just pop open TikTok and then you see some guy just.
The algorithm is crazy on there.
Yeah, because like with YouTube, you intentionally got to look up Jess and Jess. You intentionally got to look that up.
You got to look it up.
TikTok, you're just like, I want to see what's on TikTok. Oh, what the hell? What's this? Revamp. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Revamp's about to be blown up, bro. We're about to be everywhere.
I think the youth.
I think the youth needs to see this because me and you are complete opposite people, low key.
Yeah, and I think low key, but we also represent like the Joe Schmoes out there, bro. You see all these like dudes our age, and they're nothing like the common 20-year-olds, and you know they got all this like Lamborghinis, and their dads are like super rich, and like you know what I'm saying, like all these like.
We came from the bottom.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like I didn't have much money, bro. Like I remember you bought me a Christmas present one time because my family couldn't afford Christmas, bro. Like him and Gio pulled up with like I think a basketball and a Bugs Bunny shirt, bro. I was like
me, Gio, and Jonathan. We had saved up money from our birthdays, and it was about like together. It was like probably like I say like $80 together. So that's like whatever, 80 divided by 3. And we're like, man, because you were saying how, like, you're going through it, which we've all been through it. We all, at that time, I didn't even have a house.
Because, my mom was going through a divorce at the time with her ex. And so she's kind of sat me and my brother down and said that we're not going to have, like, she wasn't going to have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I came to terms with it, bro. Like, I was in high school, and I kind of started seeing, like, reality and all this stuff.
And, like, for me, I was staying right next to John, and that wasn't our house. We were pretty much, like, homeless at the time. It was my grandma's
house. Yeah.
So like, I came up with the idea. I was like, man, let's give Jared a Christmas gift. They're like, yeah, I'm down. We walked all the way to the mall. Which that's a stiff. No, we went to Pasadena Mall.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's when that one used to be popping.
And that was a stiff walk too.
During the winter too.
Yeah,
so
we got a basketball and we got him a jersey or a shirt.
It was a shirt. I remember. I still have it. The Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, and we got it. We wrapped it up with whatever we could. It was like some leftover wrapping paper, and then we walked to your crib and we gave it to you on Christmas, right? It was on Christmas Day.
Was it Christmas Day? Nah, I think it was prior, bro. Or
like
maybe
a day before Christmas?
Yeah, because I remember... Yeah, because I was very nonchalant about it. Like, I didn't want my mom to see it because we had an incident where... Because you weren't the only one that did it. I had an old high school teacher. I told her. Mm-hmm. But I didn't, like, tell her, like to get her to feel bad because she just asked me, like, what are you doing for Christmas? And I said, oh, not much because we weren't. And so I remember, like, her staring at me and kind of like with a sad look, but I didn't think much of it. Mm-hmm. So days later or weeks later, whatever it was, I forgot when I told her how far before Christmas, but she texted me and we had that, like, in high school. Do you remember, like, it was like a app where the teachers could text you?
Yeah.
But, like, it was like your actual phone number, or you didn't see theirs, but they saw yours or whatever the case was.
Like the SMS.
Yeah. So she texted me and she goes, hey, where do you live? I have some presents for you. And I'm like, oh crap. So she drops off like the first sets of presents. The first sets, bro. She comes back another day. Well, so she drops off the first sets, and it was I want to think it's a gift card for like a Christmas tree. So it was like $50 or whatever, but like for a real tree. Mm-hmm. So she was like, now you can have a tree for Christmas. Now you can't say you can't have it, which was cool, pretty sweet of her. And
I bet you're like, oh no.
Well, that I could hide, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I didn't want. I know how my mom is, bro. Like, she would have got pissed.
Yeah.
And she did, 'cause she comes the day of Christmas, bro, with a lot of fucking presents. For me and my brother, and her. I want to say her husband had a good job at the time, and her too, 'cause she got paid more than regular teachers.
Yeah.
And so she bought, like, me and my brother, like, a badass Nike hoodie, bro. And those things go for, like, almost $100 alone. And some Jordan shorts. Remember, like, I had the slippers, like, the turquoise, bro? Like, it was, like, a whole outfit. And she bought us, like, just a bunch of clothes. Like nice clothes, bro. And we were broke. I didn't have any nice clothes, bro. Like, so she bought us that. And then my mom saw. And my mom was pissed, like, at me. She was like, you're telling everybody... Oh, that we're not having Christmas. I was like, hold on. Please don't whoop my ass. Like, I can explain.
What happened that night, bro? Why'd you leave me there?
That night of...
Well, we went out.
Oh.
Man, you left me there, bro.
Oh, recently, right? The
recent one.
Okay. Nah, I just forget because there's a lot of nights. All right. So look, bro. We were hyped to go to the club. And
you just shut down, bro. What happened?
Bro, because when I got in there, bro, like, there were so many dudes, dude. That was such a turn off, dude.
But, bro,
come on.
There was so much girls there, too, bro.
Bro, the first time we went to that club, hella girls. Literally, there would be, like, for one dude, it would be, like, 4 girls, bro.
Well, it was because of our section.
Okay, and that I kind of want to talk about. So, look, but I'll get to that. So, then when we went in recently, there was nothing but dudes, bro. That was a turnoff. It's like, there were so many dudes, bro. Dude, I kid you not. I literally saw a dude. There were so many dudes. I saw a dude dancing on a dude, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad it was. I swear to God.
Is that true?
Come on, bro. I never lie. I never lie. I don't tell lies. I tell truth. Nothing but the truth. I would never lie to you and you.
Okay.
I never lie to God. Come on now.
All right.
I literally saw a dude dancing on a dude.
My mind wasn't on the dudes.
No. Come on now. Don't paint this on me. This is the club's fault, not me. And so not that alone wasn't even a turn off, bro. But it was a build up. But when we got to the section, I was like, I didn't know no one from there, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And I kind of didn't, bro.
But you knew Adam.
I knew Adam. Adam showed up late.
Yeah, he did show up late.
Bro, and so.
But that's the time. Like, that's the time when we get to know people.
That's true, bro. And it was very night and day compared to our first time. Because when we went the first time, oh, I got crazy. I was bringing all the girls to our section, bro. Yeah. But look, really what it was, bro, is that I was telling my friend this because he was like, I was texting him that I went to the club, and he was like, oh, bro, why are you going to the club? Just kind of like talking to me, like, it's a waste of money. And I was like, to be honest, bro, I wasn't even feeling it. I wanted to leave. Yeah. But the reason was because when I had got the equipment and when we brought it here, my mind was strictly just on this. Yeah. I didn't want no club. I didn't want none of that, bro. Like, I just want this.
Yeah, you're straight focused.
And bro, like, and when I want to focus on a success, like something like that, but like how long have we been talking about this? Like, how long have I've been wanting to do this? Not even with you, bro. When I was in Chicago, I wanted to start a podcast with my cousins to talk about sports, like something like for those who know, like, I watched this guy called Pat McAfee. He does a sports podcast. He used to be a Colts player. He used to play for the Colts. And he has a podcast and he just brings on random guys, but like he does it with his friends, and that to me like excited me. So I tried to talk to my cousins, and they weren't down. It was always some bull,
bro. Tell me about it, bro. I was doing, this YouTube stuff, and I was like, bro, what is my next move, because, I got out the relationship, and our YouTube was based on my relationship. Yeah. So I had to start a whole different, like, section, like, okay, now I need to start doing things of just me. And that's hard, So I've already had my mind set on a podcast, but I was like, bro, am I really going to just sit here by myself? So I had me and my cousin were going to do it, but she's busy all the time. Like, she has a whole family and stuff. So that wasn't going to work. And then when you brought up that you wanted the podcast, and I was like, bro, I've been wanting a podcast too. Let's do it. And now look at us. We actually get stuff done around here.
Bro, yes. Because hesitate. I swear to God, we talked about this for like a week and a half at most. And I said, bro, when I get my check,
let's go.
I'll buy the shit. Like, I don't care.
Yep. And then I was like, boom, boom, boom. I already have this.
Because this is like priority to me, Yeah. I worked like 12 hours, right? And then today, after that, I'll go to the gym, like an MMA gym, because I do MMA, and then I'll go here.
I still want to do that video in your gym.
Bro, I encourage everybody. Every man should learn how to fight. Bro, like, I swear to God, like, that should be like a necessity, bro. And I'm not saying go out and fucking try to kick someone's ass, but
I think I'm a pretty good fighter.
Every man, well, you say that until you go against one of those guys, bro. I'm telling you.
We'll put that on camera.
So I got a funny story when I went. So I want to say I'm like a month in at this gym, and this one kid comes. So this dude that I train with, he brings a friend. And he brings them, and this gym's very lenient. Like, you could bring people. The coach is real cool. He used to fight for Bellator, and it's not your like Gracie gym, like very nice, family friendly gym. It's kind of like a gritty gym, bro. Like, it's in a garage. The mats are kind of like ripped up. It's an old ring, but it's like the people that are in it, bro. Like some of the best people you would ever meet, and it's not like what you think.
Heartwarming people.
Heartwarming people. Yeah. It's cheap. The coach is like not even a BS coach. Like he fought for Bellator, bro, which is like the second biggest. It's UFC and then Bellator. And he had a good record, bro. So, back to what I was saying. The kid, he brought this random kid who went to a random gym, whatever. He trained in Aikido and then Taekwondo. Aikido's like, it's bullshit. We call it Bushido, but it's like you just throw or move, use people's momentum, bro. It's corny, bro. Trust me.
Like a trip, fall type of thing.
Not even like judo, bro. It's like if you're it looks like a dance, bro. Like, honestly,
I've seen people do judo, and that's
judo's
crazy.
Legit. Like,
because I remember I was gonna join MMA, right? And when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
And Melissa had a judo class, and I went in and I saw it, and I was like, bro, that's wild. Like it's not MMA.
It's a form of MMA. MMA is a mix of martial art. So anything falls under MMA.
That was more like a wrestle type of momentum.
Yeah, it's like throwing. It's literally just throwing.
Bro, I saw her throw.
No, that shit is, bro. That shit is like real. It's a legit martial. Ronda Rousey was in judo. It's literally like, you don't want to fight, you're gonna throw a stupid punch. Because look, judo's legit because a lot of people don't know how to fight. So they'll just rely on like a strong hook. They'll throw like a very coordinated attack. You already know what they're gonna throw, and that's an easy like over the shoulder throw or whatever.
Where would you say you're good at, like ground and pound, striking?
Nah, man, I think kickboxing because I struggle with grappling. I really do, but I try to work on it. But I think I'm leaning towards wrestling a little more because it's a lot of takedowns and shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, BJJ is good, but realistically, like if I want to get into a fight, like a street fight, last place I want to be is on the ground.
Yep.
You know, like I want to throw hands. You know, that's how people fight, bro. Like you throwing hands, and so kickboxing is legit. A lot of people don't even know how to check a kick. So I know, like certain people think like boxing. I don't want to like make this is better than that, but I think BJJ is not the worst, but when it comes to a real life situation, you don't want to be on the ground. You really don't.
But when you have someone that can get on the ground, that's pretty much your win of a fight.
If it's a legit fight or if it's a straight up like fair fight, but let's be honest, fights don't have rules. There's no fair in a fight.
Yeah. So
what's stopping, you know, like let's say I'm getting into a fight, what's stopping like my boys from jumping him, vice versa, you know?
Exactly.
That's not.
Yeah. That's
you got to think like that. You always got to think like that. He might have a knife.
Yeah.
Bro, you really got to think like that. Especially nowadays, people don't want to throw hands, bro. They just want to shoot each other.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody want to throw hands these days, bro.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about like going out to like clubs and stuff too, because like they get hot headed.
Yeah, when you're drunk. Like I know some people when they get drunk and they don't know how to act.
Yeah, like me, I'm so chill. Like if I see someone fighting and stuff like that, I'm like, all right, let me hit that way.
When I get drunk, I get tired.
I
get tired, bro. That's why like I don't stay drunk for long, cause like.
Hey, we're gonna have a drunk podcast one of these days.
Bro, that'll be hilarious, dude. I'm like, oh, like slurring and shit.
Well, we could have like John and Sam or something. We have the extra mics coming up.
That would be hilarious, dog.
Guys, we have so much like potential coming up. Like this is just the first episode. Like we got a lot more stuff coming. The setup's gonna be different, and you know, y'all just subscribe and just be ready for more videos. So to revamp means give new and an approved form, a structure or appearance to. So it's like improving yourself, and that's what I'm basically trying to do. I'm trying to improve who I am, improve everything, improve a whole new setup, whole new project, and just see how things go. You know, my Instagram is Vamp the Kid, so I feel like Revamp was just the perfect name. And, you know, I got my boy Jared right here. We're going to have a good journey coming up.
It's going to be epic, bro.
It's going to be crazy.
Very epic.
I hope y'all guys like this video. You know, it's going to be so random. Sometimes we're going to have some topics. Comment down below if you want a topic for us to talk about. And other than that, see y'all in the next pod.
Deuces.